Welcome back to Good Morning, Lala. And for all those entrepreneurs out there that need a miracle this week, you might want to tune into this interview. So Ben Buckwalter is in the house. He's a serial entrepreneur and helps entrepreneurs level up. He's a 7-figure coach and deals a lot with ClickFunnels, which if you don't know what that is, it's all about funnels, getting from hello engagement to hello cashola, right?
There you go.
That's right.
How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks for coming on.
So how can you help businesses build success from the beginning?
So from the beginning, you know, when I teach what I developed called the Infinity Sales Method, okay? And basically it starts from the beginning. The first thing that we work on with a lot of people, I immediately work on mindset. Okay, I see that there's a big disconnect when people are coming in and they're trying to figure out how to sell better. One of the first big disconnects we see is that they don't have the right mindset. And if you're not sold on yourself, how can you sell a product or service? So that's the first thing that we work on. The other thing that I do is I help each and every person. I teach them my proven sales process that is based on research and experience, and I teach them how they can use that because most of the people that are coming in, they don't have any type of sales process. Okay, salespeople, they're throwing everything at the wall and just kind of seeing what sticks. But even when something does stick, a lot of people, they don't even know what it is because there's no type of process in place. And they say, you know, with any product or service, you will sell 40% more if you have a process in place. And so that's what I teach people to do from the beginning. Then I teach them the entire mechanics all the way through up until the sale. And then with the Infinity Sales process, what differentiates us is then we then teach how to keep getting a yes over and over in sales, not just from current existing customers, but previous as well.
Wow, interesting. So I love that. So can you give us a little bit of context around the process? Because I think a lot of people might even be new to the whole entrepreneurial space, and they might not understand what a process exactly is. So what does that process consist of? Just a few things that you might be doing.
So like the set in stone process, you know, the first thing is, you know, the first thing that I teach is them, you know, again, getting their mindset right. That you have to have the mindset. You have to be sold on yourself, and you have to know why that you're doing this. Because if you don't know where you're going, how can you ever get there, and how can you have a process? So, you know, help them see the vision. And then the next thing, you know, helping them know everything from building a list, you know, your entire avatar of who you want to reach out to. Because if you're selling something and the person does not have a need for it, it does not matter how good your process is or how good you can sell. If they don't need it, it doesn't matter. Nowadays, if you try and open up a record shop here, that's not going to sell very well because nobody has a need for it. So that's the first thing, finding their avatar and finding exactly who they need to sell to. Then I help them with, you know, developing scripts. We develop scripts, and I make sure that they know them like the back of their hand, and so that when they're doing their cold outreach through email, you know, whatever it is, phone calls, I make sure that they know their scripts like the back of their hands.
Beautiful.
And so I'm very curious, what has made you a successful entrepreneur? You serial entrepreneur.
Yes.
Several businesses.
Yes.
What made you the expert? What was your first big success? What was your first big fail?
Sure. So, okay, I like that you said that too about fail, because the one thing that I always say is fail faster. Have you failed yet? Okay, if you failed, then you're on the right path, because everybody, you know, the faster you fail, the faster you have success. For me, from a young age, you know, I grew up in a small Midwest town. Everything was pinch pennies, save for retirement, you know, and I hated it. I was surrounded by almost like a resentment of wealth, and I always said I wanted to be a millionaire by 30. And so the way that I actually got introduced into sales is I actually through school, I struggled with ADHD really bad. Okay, so I thought just because, you know, if I wasn't testing well, I thought that I was stupid. Okay, and so what eventually happened, you know, I learned, it's like Einstein says, you know, we're all geniuses, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it'll live its whole life thinking they're stupid. Okay, so then I had my first job after high school. I was shoveling dirt. It was terrible, and my buddy told me about a call center where they were selling insurance. It had air conditioning. I was like, I was there. I don't need to hear anything. Air conditioning, I'm there. I started calling. Okay, and so the calls went as expected at first. We're calling, I have hang-ups, I have people telling me, please don't call again, couple choice words. I look around at all my coworkers, and everybody is stressed out. I didn't feel stressed out at all. Okay, and so next thing I know, I'm able to resolve some objections the person had on the phone, keep them on the phone longer, and I got my first yes. And right there, it hit me. I said, that yes means that I'm going to get more money added to my paycheck, okay? Shoveling dirt harder and faster, it didn't have any reward for it. Selling did. So that right there, I said, okay, so my income is going to be a direct reflection of my efforts. And so if I learn how to sell and how to master this, I can have anything I want in life.
So today we're talking about Dharma. So what do you feel like is the actual Dharma for you? That you're giving back for the highest good and you're serving every day. How would you break that down?
So I would say by teaching people, okay, because everything is sales, right? Everything in this world is sales, okay? When we think of sales, we think of maybe like door knocking and different stuff like that. We think of used car salesmen, but the entire world is run by sales, okay? And so many people, you know, I grew up not even knowing exactly what I wanted to do until that first job at that call center, okay? And so many people don't know what they want to do. And when I can teach other people how to sell, and I also partner that with a mindset they have from the beginning with a vision, once you have the right mindset, I know you guys all believe in proper mindset and manifestation. Once you have the proper mindset and you know where you're going, and then I also provide them with a vehicle to get there through being able to sell any type of product or service, anybody can achieve anything they want. And so I am so excited about being able to take everything I've learned in my entire career as an entrepreneur, break it down, and help people have that vehicle to get their way faster and achieve their dreams.
Everyone where they can find and follow and work with you.
Yes, Instagram, my handle's @BenBuckwalter, just THE, first and last name Ben Buckwalter. Twitter, Ben Buckwalter as well. And yeah, everybody follow me on there.
Thank you for
so
helping.
much.
Thanks for having me, guys. Thanks.